Union Public Service Commission ra May 2013 result olai dia de charta nakamanu bra exam clear kurshe. Exam clear hua kando rank 203 di yimkum uzukam, rank 387 di vivotu lukhezo, rank 723 di imkong nokla au aro rank 874 di autula uzukam kantakishe. Global window bra taikan charchun gi taikan laga success story upar logina ani ase. Detail sawo.
I would like to give credit to God and to my relatives and my mom and everyone who have helped me in this process, because it has never been one person journey. So many people have helped me in this examination, and I could not have done this examination alone.
Firstly, I'm really grateful to God for always being my source of strength throughout my preparation, and I could not have done this without God's grace. And I'm also thankful to my parents. They've been my strongest motivators and my biggest cheerleaders. And my family, my friends, my well-wishers as well. They have been always remembering me in their prayers. I could always reach out to them whenever I needed them. So firstly, I'm really grateful to all of them.
Firstly, I give the credit to God Almighty and for blessing me with a wonderful family who has been my pillar of support and strength all these years. Apart from that, a lot of people have been instrumental in this journey. A lot of prayer support, a lot of encouragement and well-wishers, so I want to thank them as well.
Well, first of all, do God here is Tai blessing for bai is Kilimane exam. It's a very competitive exam, and people who study hard and who give the exam so many times, they don't make it through. So we do God's grace is it, first of all. And secondly, my parents who have really supported me all throughout. This was my 5th attempt, so you can just imagine the amount of support that I got from my mom and dad. So it was there. And thirdly, from my senior officers at work who were very understanding and gave me time off to prepare for this exam. So I can give you thanks there.
While I was preparing for UPSC, I took coaching in Delhi, but that was not very helpful. So I came back to Nagaland because I was working as a secretariat assistant, and I did self-study. I referred so many online sources, and I wrote test series online and submitted it. So it was mostly self-study that really helped me in clearing this examination.
Regarding my UPSC preparation, I started my preparation in 2020. It was after I had graduated, so during the pandemic I had to go for online coaching. So I had taken online coaching from Rouse I Study Circle. And I also had referred to the various online resources from various coaching institutes, and I also focused on giving the online test as well. Particularly before my prelims and my mains exams, I ensured that I was giving my test regularly. So this really helped in strengthening my preparation. And I also focused on making short notes of my basic notes. I could always refer to them, to my short notes, in a quick manner in case I needed to revise quickly before my exams. So short notes also really helped me. And also, whenever I had any doubts on any topics, then I could always refer to YouTube videos or online resources, online sources and online websites as well. So these also really, it also was very helpful in my preparation.
Regarding my preparation, I started in 2016, right after my graduation. I went to Delhi and I took coaching for a year from ALS. And since I've given many attempts, 6 to 7 years, my initial years of preparation were very different from the last few years of preparation. So initial years, coaching played a very important role, especially in laying the basic foundation for me. But once coaching was done, it was a lot of self-study, a lot of relying on online materials. And here, in my self-study, in self-preparation, test series played a very important role, especially in just keeping me on track and completing the syllabus on time.
Moila preparation to self-study thaise. I graduated in 2017 and I decided whether I should go for coaching in Delhi. But I figured ajikali to digital age ase, so online rabi sab ho jao itu pabana de. I decided to just stay at home and just study and for sources just go online and look for sources and study materials na. So that was my strategy at first. And of course when you give the exam for 5 times, you get a lot of experience and you have an idea of what the examiner expects candidate should know na, the answers. So yeah, of course there's always hard work and determination to consult us, but ini just consistency ta thaise and ekta strategy thaise. So I think those things really helped me get through the exam.
My journey in competitive examination has been quite long because I have written in BSc examination as well as UPSC simultaneously. In my first attempt, I got Secretariat Assistant. Then in my second attempt, I got Extra Assistant Commissioner in BSc, and I was writing UPSC simultaneously also. So this has been my fourth attempt in UPSC, and by the grace of God, I could secure 723 rank.
About my journey so far in competitive exams, I have been focusing on UPSC and NPSC so far. I had given my first attempt in 2021 for UPSC, and that year I could make it to the interview, but I couldn't make it to the finalist in that year. So after that I had also given NPSC exam, and by God's grace I was able to get DYSP post. So after results were declared in November 2022, I had taken leave from police department so that I could prepare for my interview for this UPSC, my second attempt, and thankfully I was able to get this rank. So I'm really grateful at this moment.
Regarding my journey in competitive exams, first few years I was just solely focused on UPSC, and so in UPSC I gave 6 attempts. In my first 3 attempts I could not clear prelims. In my 4th attempt I reached till the interview stage but could not make it to the final list. In my 5th attempt again I could not clear prelims, and so this is my 6th attempt.
Tips for the aspirants will be, it is very important that we find the right strategy and also follow the right source, because everyone studies hard, but it also depends on the strategy that we follow. So there are lots of guidance available online in YouTube and in internet, and all the books, whether it's the standard books, are also available online, and you can refer to those. You can buy in the market as well. So first of all, try to sit down and try to strategize and try to know which books you're going to refer and make plans accordingly, and try to join the test series also so that you will know where you stand.
My tips for civil services aspirants would be, firstly, having an idea about what to study, going through the syllabus and having the proper resources. I think that's the first step. And secondly, we also need to give our fullest efforts and our dedication, because ultimately it's a competitive exam. So I believe that our efforts really do bear fruit. So hard work and consistency is really important. And thirdly, it's a long process. This exam is a long process. One exam cycle goes for a period of 1 year. So with that unpredictability factor is always there. So we need to always have that trust and that self-confidence in ourselves as well. So that even if it doesn't happen now, it will happen later. I think that's something that civil service aspirants also should have that trust in themselves. And also this exam also demands a lot. It's not only about our knowledge but also about our physical health, mental health. It's also quite demanding, and so we need to always focus on having good health, exercising, going for walks or practicing our hobbies, and and taking breaks in between as well during our preparation, spending time with people who are supportive of us. So having that supportive environment really helps. And last but not the least, always trust in God, and after we have given our fullest efforts, it's up to God whatever will happen. So keep trusting in God, surrendering everything to Him, and I'm quite confident that your efforts will be rewarded.
And my tip to all the upcoming aspirants would be to understand the demand of the exam, be it UPSC or be it MPSC. And for that, the syllabus plays a very important role, and the previous year questions. I think previous year questions, if you check it, the themes are repeated over and over again. So if you can find that out, it will really help you in your strategy and in your planning. And also, for any competitive exam, I think your basic foundation is so crucial. So the coverage of the basic books, your foundation, your conceptual clarity, that becomes very important. And lastly, consistency, hard work, sacrifice, nothing more important than that. And so I just wish you all the best. I hope that you will not give up, you'll keep on trying, and may God bless you all.
I have so many things to say, but I just want to sum up whatever I want to say in just a few lines. It's a very basically 21st century it's become very competitive, and there's, I think, no room for average now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone is average. There's any dunia de one or two geniuses you like Einstein, maybe Elon Musk, the nearest example na.
Yeah.
So taiga nishinatu geniuses as taiga nishinatu ni. That's very rare, but all of us are average students. The thing that separates the average student from the extraordinary student is do hard work na.
Yeah.
And secondly, I think this is one of the most important things that a candidate should have when preparing for big exams, to mental strength lage na.
Yeah.
So it's a very grueling process. The UPSC will be NPSC. It's a very grueling process, and people make it through the prelims, people make it through the mains exam, but in the interview stage they don't perform as they should have, and they don't make the list now. So it's a very demotivating experience, and I myself have experienced it. But the thing is, just maybe you're missing out on just a few things. Maybe you just need to change a few, tweak a little, in your strategy, in your approach towards the exam, and maybe the next one will be where you finally get through the exam, na?
Yeah.
So you need a lot of perseverance, you need a lot of willpower. So it's important, I feel, and I just want everyone to keep trying, and of course, like in the preparation process, don't neglect your health, don't neglect your relationships with your family members and your beloved ones. So everything has to be in a very
Organic way, no?
Yeah, in a very organic way.
Yeah.
So go outside, like have fun, but make sure you grind the required amount of hours that you want to grind for the particular day, no? So that's just what I want to say. Of course, I have so many things to say, but I need to sum up. Just to sum up, I just wanted to say those few lines.